Welcome back to Vintage Story, and this is my private world. I am starting to learn how to press fruit into juice. The first thing, of course, is to make a fruit press, and this is how you make a fruit press. If you want to make a fruit press, you have to have a saw, because you will need to make it out of planks, or boards as they are called. So let me just turn round, then the recipe is in the help section, obviously. So if we press help, let's close that. Let's press help first. And if you look at, you only need to type in fruit, and the fruit press comes up at the top. So you need the iron bar in the middle. You need the hammer on this side, you need the chisel here. I can't separate these two, so I know that we need 3 planks there, 3 there, 3 there, 3 there. There we go, that's all the planks. We need 1 fat at the top to lubricate it, and then we need 2 resin. If you are new to the game, resin you can collect from trees. They are on pine trees by right-clicking on the resin patch, and they regrow. Fat comes from animals when you kill them. And there is our first fruit press. Right, having made our beautiful fruit press, the next thing we need to do is to put a bucket between its legs, an empty bucket. Right, there we go. It is just a straightforward right click. You don't have to press anything else. So now what we have is a bucket to collect the fruit. There are some key ratios that will help you enormously when you're trying to make fruit juice. The bottom right tells you that 4 berries equal 1 mash. Now, you cannot make fruit juice with less than 4 mash. So you need a minimum of 16 fruit to make fruit juice. You can juice all berries and currants and saguaro, but you need a minimum of 4 mash to juice it. So to start off with, you need to make sure you have 16 berries, and they have to be the same type of berry. Now, when you have juiced your fruit, you end up with mash left over, and this is the sort of mash that you cannot do anything with, and it is fed to pigs, but only pigs, and you need 2 mash for 1 feed in a large trough. This is actually very, very close to real life, because in real life, if you make cider, most of the cider makers have an arrangement with local pig farms, and they will take the crushed bits of apple that they no longer want, and they feed them to pigs. Now, 4 berries is 1 mash, and you need a minimum of 16 fruits. So we are going to take 16 black currants, and we're going to right click, and it's come out. I've clicked too far. Right, let's put it back. So if it does come out, you can put it back in by right clicking. Now we're going to concentrate on this bar, and we are going to right click again, and it's going to press. It's going to press it down. Wait. See, it's still working. You have to really hold it down, and you can see at the top, there you are, 5 litres of blackcurrant juice. It's now finished pressing. So you right click again to release the press. In here, we have 5 mash. Let's ignore that one for a minute. And I hadn't pressed enough berries. And then underneath it, we have a bucket. And if you look in the bucket, because it's blackcurrant, it's a little bit faint, but you can see there is 5 litres of blackcurrant juice there. Now, these jugs hold 3 litres. You just right click on them and you can see this now has 2 litres and the jug has 3 litres of blackcurrant juice. Now, I have tried pouring from the jugs and they don't pour. But if you right click on the jug, you can slurp it all up. It is now empty and I have just drunk 3 litres of blackcurrant juice. I can take this if I want, and I can take it downstairs, and if I have an empty barrel, I can seal the juice into an empty barrel. So you can right click, you've now got 2 litres of blackcurrant juice, and if we seal it, it will turn into 2 litres of blackcurrant wine. Let's do it. Let's seal it. And this is red currant wine, which will be ready in 3.9 days. My jug is now empty, so I'm going to put it back down, and obviously, like all things, you can get 4. So it looks very simple. Once you've got the mash, let's get that on our bar. Now, 2 mash make 1 serving, so I should be left with 1 over. And until I get black currants again, there is not much I can do. So coming up here, leap in with my pigs. There we go, 1, 2. And you can see I've got 1 left over. They love the mash. You can't feed sheep or chickens on it, you can only feed pigs. And you do end up with leftover mash. So let's go up again. I'm going to drop my mash in here in the hope that it will keep. So if I put it in here, 5.5 days, I'm not going to get more. Now, I made a mistake and put some cranberries in and I didn't put enough. So I've only got 2 mash. Now, if I put 2 mash in, let's pop our thing back. You can put it in. Will it press into fruit juice? I do not think it will. No, because you need 4 mash. So basically your minimum number of berries is 16 because your minimum amount of mash is 4. You need 4 mash to get fruit juice, and you get 4 berries to 1 mash, so 16 is your minimum fruit. Let's go and pop this back downstairs in the cellar. And having got that far, right, now I doubt, because this is only fresh for 5.5 days, I doubt that my black currants will be ready in time. But what I have done is to reorganize all my berry bushes. And the reason I've done this is that you cannot mix berries. You have to have just one type of berry. So I had all my berries mixed because I just plonked them in when I first started this world. So I've got blueberry bushes here. I've only got 2 of them. I have cranberry bushes, 2 lines. I have white currant bushes, not quite 2 lines. I have red currant bushes, 2 lines, and black currant bushes. Now each line is 8 long, and that means that each 2 line lot will make juice. And I put some spare berries on top of this, which is my protective wall against the drifters that come into here. So basically it's pretty simple once you get the technique and once you get enough berry bushes, because basically you've got to have 16 of a berry bush. And the other thing I have done, of course, is to take the berry bushes up and to plant them all at one time so that they all become ripe, I hope, at the same time. And that will enable me to make juice more easily. So just as I have organized my reeds in my water features to be in lines of 8 so that I know that 2 lines will make me a skep, I've organised my berry bushes in lines of 2, 8 long, so that I know that 2 lines of these berry bushes will make fruit juice. Now obviously if I want to make more fruit juice, I need to extend my berry empire. Berry bushes will give more than one fruit, but I've been working to a minimum of 16 berry bushes so that I know I will have enough fruit to be able to make fruit juice in the future. So that's going to be my layout, and if I get 2 berries from each bush, fantastic. At the moment there are some things about making fruit juice that may not yet be final. At the moment you can put juice in a jug, in a cellar you can put juice, in a bowl in a cellar you can put juice, in a barrel in a cellar, but it doesn't give the times when it will go rotten, if at all. What I've found is I put 3 jugs of juice in my cellar, each had 3 litres in, and 2 jugs full disappeared. So I think that they disappeared after a certain period of time, but it's not certain yet. The other thing I should mention is that you can put a jug straight between the legs of the juice press, and you can put fruit juice into the jug. The problem is at the moment that the jug doesn't appear when you put it between the legs of the fruit press. So this is early days for pressing fruit and making wine, but I hope you found that introduction useful. Bye bye.